Southern Africa is a region made up of diverse countries, including South Africa, Botswana, Namibia, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Mozambique, Angola, Lesotho, Eswatini, and Malawi. This part of the continent is home to some of the most varied and ecologically significant landscapes in the world, ranging from wetlands and deserts to savannas, woodlands, and mountain ranges. Major river systems like the Zambezi and Limpopo provide water to wide floodplains and grasslands. These rivers support dense biodiversity. The Nile crocodile is a dominant predator in these waters, while papyrus reeds and water lilies offer habitat for fish, amphibians, and insects. Grasslands along these rivers are home to hares, antelope, and birds of prey. In traditional folk tales, animals like the hare and crocodile often represent intelligence and strength. A well-known story from this region tells of how the hare outwitted the crocodile, a reflection of the real-life challenges of survival in the wild. The highlands and forests of the region, such as the Drakensberg in South Africa and the eastern highlands of Zimbabwe and Mozambique, are rich in biodiversity. These areas contain indigenous trees like the marula, whose fruit feeds elephants and humans alike, and the baobab, which stores water in its trunk during dry months. Forest species include leopards, bushbucks, vervet monkeys, and tortoises. These ecosystems are often featured in folk tales that teach ethical lessons. For example, the story of the tortoise who wins the king's daughter emphasizes persistence over speed, echoing the slow, enduring life of real tortoises in the region. Southern Africa's dry savannas dominate large parts of Botswana, Namibia, and inland South Africa. These plains are characterized by drought-resistant vegetation like acacia and camelthorn trees. Wildlife here includes giraffes, jackals, ostriches, and lions, all adapted to hot, dry conditions. The giraffe's long neck allows it to feed where few others can, and the jackal's scavenging behavior helps clean the ecosystem. Folk tales such as why the giraffe has a long neck or how the jackal got its black back use these animals to explain natural traits and behaviors through storytelling. The Okavango Delta in Botswana is one of the largest inland deltas in the world and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Seasonal floods transform this area into a network of wetlands that support over 1,000 plant species and hundreds of animal species, including reed frogs, impalas, hippos, and over 400 bird species. Plants like papyrus and water figs dominate the wetland edges. The ecological interdependence of species in this habitat is often reflected in folk narratives. For example, stories like The Frog and the Antelope explore partnership and survival in shared spaces. Across southern Africa, communities live in close relationship with the land. Subsistence farming remains a key livelihood, with crops like maize, millet, and sorghum grown seasonally. Indigenous knowledge systems, including traditional medicine and ecological observation, play a significant role in daily life. Folk tales are passed down orally, often told in the evenings around fires. These stories are not just entertainment, they serve as tools for education, moral guidance, and environmental awareness. They teach children about local wildlife, warn against arrogance, and encourage respect for nature and community. In southern Africa, the environment is not seen as separate from human life. It is deeply integrated into culture, identity, and tradition. The animals and plants of each region play a role not just in ecology, but in the stories that shape how people understand their world. If you're intrigued by the folk tales we've mentioned and want to explore more captivating stories, be sure to check out Southern African Tales. Perfect for ESL learners and anyone who loves a good story, This book brings the magic and wisdom of Southern African folklore to life in an accessible and engaging way. Dive into these timeless tales today.